Hey folks, it's Dave here in Studio B and wanted to have a little announcement here. Boy, I want to focus already. What's going on with this camera? Here we go. I have an announcement to make, and that's this Saturday night, which is July 13th of 2024. We are going to celebrate our 5th anniversary of Digital to Dice. Yeah. And we invite you all to come in Saturday night, and we usually go what 7:30 Boston time is when we usually go on. This Saturday night is when we do our chats live, and so Ron and I will be here. We'd like to invite everybody in to chat, and who knows, we might even open it up to have some people come on the show and say hi, like we did on New Year's Eve. That was a fun show. That was fun when we had all the guests on and people were coming on, popping on for a few minutes and saying that. So we're thinking about doing something like that. So this Saturday night, July 13th, 7:30 Boston time, we're going to have our 5th anniversary show. And that means that we've finished 5 years and are starting year 6, which is absolutely insane. I'm always counting on my fingers. It's like, are you sure, Ron, that we finished 5 years and we're starting 6? He's like, we finished 5 and we're starting 6. And so we're going to get on to, as we do every year, and we're going to talk about what we've seen over the last 5 years. Has anything changed? I mean, what things have we enjoyed about the ride? People we've met, things we've done, games we played, the whole bit. So so this Saturday night, please join us live if you can, and it should be a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun on New Year's, and we always have fun on these anniversary shows. And every summer they just they spring up on us. It's one of these things. It's like, do you realize it's been another year of Digital to Dice? And I'm like, wow, it's kind of nuts. So I'm gonna have to put up some new pennants here. I don't know what I'll put up there. Maybe I'll put up some champions pennants. I'll see who won some of the championships, and I'll put the pennants up there or something like that. Or maybe I'll find some really old pennants. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that, but So Ron and I getting ready to celebrate 5 years, and thank you so much. There's a couple people here in the chat. Steeler fan comes by, as well as Gary, and also Mark. Yeah, it should be a fun time. Should be a fun time. Yeah, just give us a chance to, kind of relax and say hi to some people and, just reconnect with everybody. It's kind of like the once a year, family gathering, so to speak. When you have a family gathering, like every summer we got to go to Aunt Mabel's house, or Uncle Harry or whoever, And so that's what it's going to be. And so it should be a fun time. And Mark's going to be rolling some baseball, I assume, right? Giants and Indians. That's got to be baseball, right? I'm kidding, of course. Oh, I got my Cincinnati Stinger shirt on. I'm wearing this. I picked that one up. I sent that to the Replay Gamer. I says, hey, they're having a sale on Stinger shirts. So I got the San Diego Mariners and the Cincinnati Stingers. So I need to get the Stingers on the channel one way or another. I've already had the Mariners on, I think, a couple of times, right? Joe Junkin was our goaltender for the Mariners. Yeah, that was a fun time playing some APA hockey there. And I'm going to tease this a little bit too. I can't say anything just yet, but on July 28th, right? Yeah, that's 2 weeks from this Sunday. This Sunday will be the 14th, July 28th. We have a very, very special guest to help us kick off year 6. Okay, he'll be the first guest in year 6. And we've been working behind the scenes with this particular person. And you're gonna know who he is. You will absolutely know who he is. And we're excited to have him on. And he does have an announcement, and he's going to wait to announce that on Digital to Dice. So I'm pretty excited about that announcement too. It's not too often people come on the show and have have breaking news. So we're going to have him on with some breaking news. I'm pretty excited to hear about that as well. So probably I think Saturday night we'll announce who that guest is. We won't announce the breaking news. We'll let him do that breaking news himself. But Saturday night, we'll let you know who's coming on. Big guest coming up. And it's somebody we've been really looking forward to talking to. And that will be on Sunday, July 28th is when we're scheduled to go with that big guest right there. And so we're excited about that. And so Mark says he's playing some APA. Yes, he is. Gary says, congrats on reading 5 years for an awesome podcast. Can't wait for the show. Thank you so much, Gary. I think thanks for the nice words. Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. I mean, we like to look back. You never want to look back. You always want to look forward. But it's sometimes you have to reflect, on what you've done in life, good and bad. But you try to reflect on the good. In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to do this fall. Hopefully I still have the play-by-play gig up in New Hampshire, and I've been following the team on Facebook, and one of the guys on the Cyclones, I'm not sure how many years ago it was that he played on the Cyclones. He's trying out for the new Utah club. He's at camp, and there's a lot of other guys that have passed through that organization that are going on to do some great things with hockey. And I'm going to ask the coach that. I'm gonna just first game of the year. After I ask him all the questions about the game, I'm going to say, do you ever sit and reflect on the good that you've done with all the players here? And some of these players have gone off and done some fantastic things. And it's like, I'm going to ask him that. Do you ever can you just ever sit down and enjoy it for a few minutes, smell the flowers, so to speak? And so that's what we like to do here, is just kind of come on and just kind of reminisce, about, how we started the show. And just, it's kind of been a whirlwind. It's kind of been a blur. In a blink of an eye, it's been 5 years, and we just plug away. We do our shows, we do our YouTube, our Twitch, whatever it is. We have our chats that we do, and next thing you know, it's another year, and the audience grows, and we talk with more people, and more people get on the text line and come into the Facebook group and the whole bit, and send us emails, and it's been great, And this last year has not been a good one, for myself. And a lot of people have stood up and, sent me nice messages. And so we've really connected with a lot of people. And that's what makes us all worth it, is the fact that we've met so many people and talked with so many people. And some have been on the show, and some we've just chatted with on texts or emails or something like that. But it's been a blast. It really has. And we really look forward to, kicking off year 6 with a bang. But we want to have some people on Saturday night and talk about the last 5 years and going forward. And who knows, maybe we'll get some suggestions like we always do. We ask the community, what would you like to hear or see here on the show or on YouTube? Any particular guests you'd like to see, any particular games? I mean, would you like to see more of something here on the show? Because, we have a usual format for how we do Digital to Dice, but, sometimes it's fun to ask, hey, sometimes somebody comes up with a really great suggestion. It's like, perfect, we're going to do that, once a month or once every couple of months or whatever it is. That's a great thing to do, so we get some really good suggestions from you guys as well. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on here late night and just get this announcement out there as soon as I can. So we are going to be confirmed for Saturday night. And unless it's too hot for Ron. Ron's a hot guy. He really is. He was too hot to stream tonight. He's too hot. Oh, that poor guy. He told me he needs a bigger fan. I get fans going everywhere down here. The only thing, he's up on the 4th, 5th, or 6th floor or something like that. So it's a little hotter up there. It's almost like an attic apartment, and it does get hot the higher you go. So down here in the basement's a little cooler for me. So I get a little bit lucky with that, but it's still getting hot. But anyway, hopefully it won't be too hot for Jucket. I'll tell him to turn out the lights Saturday afternoon so the place is nice and cool. Maybe he can get the wife to put some big blocks of ice around him to keep him nice and chilled so we can have a nice conversation Saturday night. And I'll tell him to get his nap in, and so he's ready to go. So anyway, hey, I'm Dave. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you this Saturday night, July 13th, around 7:30 Boston time, as we celebrate 5 years of Digital to Dice. And hopefully we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dave. Bye-bye.